You know, this is Pawn, Drum Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo. Shine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Russell Jr. Gary, and Gary again. Look, I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, and I pride myself in breaking things down that way. That's the integrity of the channel. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was a huge fan of Gary Russell Jr. in the come-up. In the amateur days, and I said, damn, this dude is the evolution of speed and power, his combination, his speed, his angles, everything. I also used to say, damn, I wish with all that speed he used some more footwork, you know? But anyway, that's why I do believe that Lomachenko was Gary Russell Jr. losing to Lomachenko. Lomachenko beating Gary Russell Jr. was his best win. Lomachenko's best win. Because I said, damn, if you could beat that like that, then Lomachenko is the real deal. But anyway, back to Gary Russell Jr. Now, of course, there's speculation. Not speculation, but of course, Devin Haney called him out, sent the contract. The contract going back and forth. I don't know what the hell is going on. So many reports are saying different things. Gary Russell Jr., Bill Haney, the Haneys, they all... If the contract is sent, just sign the damn thing. Sign the damn thing, Gary. Just sign the damn thing, because I think we all agree, whether you're a fan of Gary, whether you're not, whether you're a supporter, whether you're a hater, whether you're a lover, whatever, if you're a boxing head, if you're mass media, if you're a casual, we all want Gary to just fight. Just fight a credible opponent. Just fight. You know, just the career has been... It's been less than, man. We got to be honest with ourselves. And I know Gary Russell Jr., I think he could be honest as well and don't like the way his career has been moved. I mean, he's the longest reigning WBC champion of the world, right? Yet, we talk about other people's resume, and it just doesn't resonate. It just doesn't resonate with us. We feel like, damn, Gary Russell Jr. fights once a year. What the hell is going on with his career? He had all this potential. I used to think that Gary Russell Jr. around this time would be at least top 5 pound for pound dude in the sport of boxing. But it's not. It's not. So Devin Haney, the rising star, the phenom, he got a lot of hype coming to a lot of hype surrounding his name. And it's just due. Of course, the people that's around Devin Haney, the Mr. Miyagis of the world, Floyd Mayweather, the Floyd Mayweather Sr., Roger, all the dudes in the Mayweather camp, Roy Jones Jr., Zab Judah, goes to all the gym, just takes every wisdom from every great trainer or fighter, as you're supposed to do. Shout out to Bill Haney for doing that. And at this point, Devin Haney's only 21 years old. And at this point, the name resonates more than Gary Russell Jr., who's been here for more than a decade. Is that Devin Haney's fault? Is that anybody else's fault? But only Gary Russell Jr.'s fault. I mean, a lot of people begged him for him to start talking, in which he started talking now. He started to talk now. He wanted a Leo Santa Cruz fight, and I do believe, yes, I am with Gary Russell Jr. on that one. I wanted Leo Santa Cruz to actually fight Gary Russell Jr., and I actually fight Gervonta Tank Davis. I think Gary Russell Jr. earned the right to unify. But just sign the damn contract. Because if you don't fight Devin Haney now, who is there that you're going to fight? Ain't nobody want to fight you. At least this kid is offering something, and he's a champion himself. A belt holder, whatever anybody want to call him. At the end of the day, he got the strap in 135. Guess this. You could become a multi-division world champion if you go out there and beat Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney's part is, of course, there's a lot of fighters within his age range that's actually, we already know, Teofimo Lopez fighting Vasyl Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia fighting Luke Campbell. Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Leo Santa Cruz. We see that his contemporaries, Shakur Stevenson already has won a title, earned a title. His contemporaries already fighting these type of great fights. These guys are not tailor-made for them to look good and win, but actually put that pressure on that O and probably lose that O. And like I said in my other videos, 2 of these guys are coming into that fight being an underdog. Now, we all understand this, and I credit Bill Haney for this one, because Bill Haney is out there, you know, in the independent circuit, the independent media circuit, listening to the peoples, listening to the groundwork, listening to the real hardcore boxing fans. We all didn't want Devin Haney to fight no Gamboa. But you know what? This fight with Gary Russell Jr. is actually probably the best fight for Devin Haney, and also the best fight to gauge Devin Haney. Because Gary Russell Jr. has very highly credible skills in which everybody, even the pugilists of boxing, understands and credit Gary Russell Jr. for having those type of skills, elite skills. You put Devin Haney up against that, and of course, you're going to be the bigger man. But of course, I do not gauge the bigger guy, because at the end of the day, the intellect goes with Gary Russell Jr. So everybody got their advantage. Gary Russell Jr. has experience. Probably Gary Russell Jr. has speed. Devin Haney got youth. Devin Haney is big. So I think it's a give and take in that fight. That's why it's a good fight. I don't give a damn what anybody say, oh, this guy's moving up. Well, Lomachenko fought Rigondeaux 2 weight classes down. Or he was 2 weight classes down. And everybody credit him for that win. So it can't be no double standard on that one. So Devin Haney fighting Gary Russell Jr. is probably the best fight for Devin Haney at this point of his career. It is the best fight. And for Devin and for Gary Russell Jr., damn it, fight the dude, because ain't nobody out there even trying to give you a contract. At least this kid with a name that's getting that machine pushed. You understand what I'm saying? He got a machine behind him. He got Manchurian boxing, got the zone, got the likes and respect of a lot of pugilists in the sport of boxing. Make the fight. Sign the damn contract. Just sign it. Forget about the incentives or whatever it is, or speculations. Just sign the damn contract and show the people who you are and what you're capable of doing. That goes for both of them. It brings legitimacy to Devin Haney's title. It brings legitimacy to Devin Haney's title, in my opinion, even though that Gary Russell Jr. is coming up in weight classes. But this is the best opponent. This is the best fight for both of them. It's a very intriguing fight, and nobody is tailor-made for each to look good and win. I like this, y'all. The boxing world needs this. Your career needs this. I love y'all. God bless. And on to the next. Anyway, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get my updated videos. Like it, share it. Y'all already know the drill. Peace out.